lose your ship, you type your ship type in fleet chat, minus your ship type, okay?
You're gonna
drop-
need to warp in for my Scorpion, who is it?
Clear all comms now.
Yeah, no problem. You can add once Cr3w lands on field, all Scorpions can warp to me at optimal range 100. It's fine.
Hilly, warp to Virati, I'm 160 off them.
Start frapsing, please.
And when we need Logi, we just broadcast, correct?
Yes, broadcast for armor. You should be low shields when you're broadcasting. Logi cap up, have
Logi chain up. Primary target is broadcasted. Primary target is broadcast. It's Loki. Launch drones. Launch drones. Propulsion's on. Micro burst twice. Micro burst twice. Micro burst twice towards the Loki. All DPS on 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 the Loki. Micros on. Micros on. Micros on. Micros on. Begin newts on the Loki. One cycle. Newts on the Loki. One cycle. Newts on the Loki. One cycle. What is their carrier lodging? What carrier is going in triage? Propulsion's on. Propulsion's on. Propulsion's on. Loki's primary. Loki's primary. Loki's primary. Loki's primary. Get on top of the fucking Loki. Get on top of the fucking Loki. Lock up Dominic's broadcasting target. Lock up Dominic's. Which triage is in triage? Switch to the Dominic's in a second. 3, 2. Switch to Dominic's. Broadcasted. All DPS on the Dominic's. All DPS on the Dominic's. All DPS on the Dominic's. Overheat everything. Overheat everything. Overheat everything. Secondary is Apocalypse. Stupid. Stupid is next. Stupid is next. Stupid is next. Lock up Stupid. Stupid's primary. Stupid's primary. Stupid's primary. Secondary target is Dominic's. True Grits is secondary. True Grits is secondary. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. Everything on Apoc Navy. Everything on Apoc Navy. Everything on Apoc Navy. Overheat everything. Overheat everything. Overheat everything. Overheat everything. Begin newts on carriers. Begin newts on carriers. Everything on Apoc Navy. Everything on Apoc Navy. Overheat everything. Overheat everything. Don't burn out your guns. Don't burn out your guns. Get ready to switch to Dominic's in 3, 2, 1. Switch Dominic's. Stop over. Switch to Dominic's. Switch to Dominic's. Webs on 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 Dominic's. Next is Tempest broadcasting. Next is Tempest broadcasting.
Over, he reps 4 cycles in Bryland Gray.
All neuting ships, you should split your newts on the carriers. All neutralizers on the carriers.
He's catching wraps.
Switch target to the Tempest in 3, 2, 1. Switch to Tempest. Webs on Tempest. Webs on Tempest.
Come
on. Break him. Break him. Break him. Break him. Lock up the Megathron. Weeds. Lock up the Megathron. Weeds. I need to know what triage is in triage. Megathron's next. Megathron's next. Broadcast it. Everything on the Megathron. Everything on the Megathron. How are we holding, Logi?
We've lost a few ships. We're barely starting to hold now. Come on, all reps and Thomas Molchiner.
Megathron's next. Megathron's next.
All new.
Get orbit.
All new ships, keep neuting the carriers. Keep neuting the carriers.
Guys, as soon as you see one of these carriers can't be pointed, like I need people testing these carriers with points. If you can't point one of the carriers, call it out. That's one in triage.
Get ready to switch to the Apocalypse broadcasting. Get ready to overheat in 3, 2, 1. Now. Okay, I want our friendly carriers to undock. I want our friendly carriers to undock. I want our friendly carriers to undock. You're going to be warping to Dukukarla Gate now. You're going to be warping to Cersei's Ino Atari at 10. Everything on this epoch. Everything on this epoch. Guys, get ready to switch to the Loki broadcasting target. Get ready to switch to this Loki broadcasting target. Get ready to switch to him. Okay, switch to the Loki now. Switch to the Loki now. Switch to the Loki now. Broadcasting target. Switch to Loki. Ingramish. Ingramish is primary. Ingramish is primary.
ED Red in an Archon is in triage. The other ones are not.
ED Red? Dread? Okay, Dread is primary. Dread is primary. Dread is primary. Switch primaries to Dread in an Archon. Get on top of him now. I want all newts on the Archon. All newts on the Archon. Finish off this Loki if you can.
Alright guys, gonna move.
1 of 9. Switch to 1 of 9, Logi. Come on.
All primary on the Archon. Switch primary to the Archon now. Switch primary to the Archon now. Everything switch to Dread in an Archon. Newt the fucking Archon. Primary Dread in an Archon isn't to be newts. I want newts on APOC Navy. Jams on APOC Navies if possible. I want jams on APOC Navies if possible.
He's almost at 0. Keep it up, guys. All newts on the Archon. All newts on the Archon.
Everything on this Archon. Everything on this Archon. Everything on this Archon.
DD Red.
This Archon's almost
DD
capped
Red.
out.
You're only shooting DD Red. You're only neuting DD Red.
1 off 9. All reps should be on 1 off 9. Come on, come on, come on.
I want friendly Archons on field now. I want friendly Archons on field now. You're warping to 20 of Xeno Atari.
Guys, we
Get
should
into
have way more
Kukarla.
fucking
Come on,
units on
guys.
this fucking Archon. Get on it!
Come on, DPS, everything on the Archon. Let's go. He's melting.
If you're fine
Switch to
with
rolling,
overheat,
switch to rolling.
overheat.
To rolling, reps rolling. Come on, come on.
Is there any more
Archon
of their
is capped
Archons
out.
in triage?
Archon is capped out.
Yes, DD Red. All neuts still on DD Red. If you can overheat.
Lock up the Nidhogger broadcasting. Lock up the Nidhogger broadcasting.
Do not burn your weapons. Do not burn your weapons.
Okay, are any of the other Archons in prime in triage?
No.
Confirmed Archon is capped out.
Roger,
Okay,
switch to other Archons.
Spitz Dragoons is in Trige. Spitz Dragoons primary, he's broadcasted. All neuts and DPS and Spitz Dragoons and an Archon. Same game.
He's now
guys.
primary. He's now primary. Get on top of
All
him.
DPS, all DPS. All DPS and Spitz Dragoons and an Archon. All neutralizers as well. Cersei's I might drop in 1 minute.
Fuck. Yeah, everything on this Archon, guys. Everything on this Archon. Talk to me about our triage. Are they coming? Is our triage coming?
Guys, don't forget
All
to
reps on
broadcast
scooter,
for
all
reps.
reps on scooter. Come on, come on, come on.
Do
We're
not
losing
forget to
neutralizers.
broadcast for reps, guys. If you
Yeah,
get
I know
the
we're
other-
I know we're losing. I know we're losing.
Guys, keep DPS and newts on that Archon.
Everything on the Archon, get into optimal ranges. If you're on fucking tier 3, Tech 3 cruisers, you need to be on top of this guy. I want you smelling his shit when he poops.
Reps on Wraith. Come on, we need to hold them now.
Check, dummies. Niggins, I know you guys are popping, but these things are going down. Keep all newts and Nos, or all newts on the Archon. Spid, Archon, he is almost capped out.
Jamming. Try and jam as much of their DPS as possible. He's catching. Need more newts on the Archon. How's the newting going?
He's almost capped out. Spitz is almost capped out. I don't know where he's
Good.
at.
He won't be able to rep anymore any much longer. He won't be able to rep much longer.
Bumping
Still
into the
in
shields.
Trige.
Out. Spitz is capped out.
Everything on the Archon overheat. Everything on the Archon overheat. Do not break your guns.
Do not burn your modules, guys.
Battleship's being alpha off.
Yeah, it's okay. Go get new ships if you can.
Guys, keep orbiting the anchor. Afterburners on, keep orbiting the anchor. Primary still Spitz Dragoons. What about the Trige carriers? Are you in field?
All reps and Anzo, overheat reps. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Ashley, report.
Fuck.
Ashley, report.
Triage is like 30 seconds out.
And you're the only one? Is it someone else coming? Master Kylo?
Rin is on his way, Sarah docked.
Good. We have 3 Archons
Hold on,
coming.
Get your reps on.
Get ready to switch to the Dominic's broadcasting. Get ready to switch to him. And Dominic, switch to the Dominics. Do not burn guns. Switch to the Dominics. Switch to the Dominics. Switch to the Dominics. Everything on the Dominics. Come on, focus, 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 focus. Next after that is Apocalypse Instructorcon. He's secondary.
Avai May has went to triage. Avai May
Okay.
Archon has
May is now
triage.
triage. Avai
Lock
May
him up. Broadcast him. Broadcast him.
target broadcasted. Primaries Avai May and an Archon right now. After the
Reps
Dominic's
on 1
is
off
dead.
9.
Get the
Avai May is next. Avai May is next. Everything on Avai May. Do we have any loots? Do we have any newts left?
An Archon.
Scorpion still nuding, but he needs reps.
Oh, we got reps on you. Get all DPS off the Dominics. Pull your DPS off the Dominics. Avai May's primary.
Avai May and an Archon I'll broadcast again. All DPS, all neutralizers on Avai May and an Archon. He's your primary
I
target.
want drones and I want DPS on this Archon now. He's melting.
You're losing your apocalypse.
Raji, all reps on Scorpion.
I'm gone. CG.
I need all remaining newt battleships to accept in fleet right now. Remaining newt battleships to accept in fleet right now, guys. Your primary is still Avai May and an Archon.
Keep those nooning battleships alive. Keep those nooning battleships alive. Triage, are you on field?
I'm on field, but I'm pretty
Battleship's
far.
down.
You're what?
Add,
Battleship is down. Archon.
It's fine.
add newt battleships to watch list, Logis. Yeah, they have priority right now. Your primary is still Avai May and an Archon. Come on. He's going down
Who is the
nicely.
other Archon pilot in fleet, please?
I triage out
Spread-
of range. Can we
spread-
get
How
Yeah,
are
it's
the
fine.
Shut the fuck up. How are reps holding Trige carriers? How are the reps holding?
Start to spread points, guys, on the Apoc navies, please.
Spread points. Have point on Dominic's. Ready to switch to this Dominic's again?
I got points on the Dominics.
Come on, take this Archon off the field, please. Finish him off. Okay, Dominic's is primary. Dominic's is
They have
primary.
no more reps.
Everything on the Dominic. Spread points on their APOC. Spread points on their APOC. Spread points on their APOC navies. Dominic's is primary. Dominic's is primary. Secondary is Instructicons. Instructicon's primary. Instructicon's primary. Instructicon's primary. Secondary target's going to be stupid. Secondary target is primary Instructicon. Primary Instructicon. They're bailing. They're bailing. They're bailing. They're bailing.
Get
Point
points
out,
what you
points,
can.
good points.
Everything on Instructicon. Everything on Instructicon. Come on, focus DPS, guys. Come on.
All reps on V4T. We gotta get this way.
I want my triage on field now. I want my triage on field now.
Bump them away from the force field, please, guys. If you can.
Instructicon's primary. Instructicon's primary. Put Web on primary target. And put Scram on other ships. Stupid's next. Stupid is next. Broadcasting.
I have points on Joker's Yard.
Stupid's next. Puck is tech secondary. Puck is secondary.
Points have.
Okay, Megathron's primary. Megathron's primary. Broadcasting.
Points all.
They're bailing inside
Guys,
the POS
guys,
shield.
Everybody, listen up. Everybody, right click on your capacitor right now, enter Starbase force field password. You type in Enyo, like the assault frigate. Enyo.
No cap.
Type it in, type it in.
Do they have anything else outside that we can kill? Apocalypse Navy issues broadcasted. Savage is primary. Savage is primary. Savage is primary. Can't move. Savage is primary. Savage is primary. Focus on Savage first before going into the
Broadcast
POS.
him again. Broadcast him again. Okay guys, I repeat, right click on your ship, enter Starbase force field password, Enyo.
Drones in, drones in, drones in. Pull your drones, pull your drones. Keep the triage on the field.
Okay, you're gonna start now. You're gonna start now, entering the force field, you're gonna
Pull
start
drones.
pumping those fucking Navy APOCs out of the force field.
Start using your propulsion, get into the POS. Macro's on.
You start bumping those Navy APOCs that are close to the force field out of the POS. Do it right now. Use your micro-warp drives, go inside the force field, take some distance and then bump the Navy APOCs out. Do it right now.
Bump the Nidhogger, bump the Nidhogger out.
They're bailing, they're bailing. Bump the Nidhogger, bump the Nidhogger.
He has the Nidhogger. Okay
Lodgy, stay
guys.
with me.
Above you, above
Lodgy.
you, it's aligning, it's aligning.
I'm going.
Bump it, come on guys, bump it.
Target is broadcasted, bump that.
Do we have point?
No, it's inside the pass.
Going for bumps, I'm going for bumps. Who's bumping with me? I'm going for
I'm
bump.
bumping with you.
All the
Guys,
bumps.
good
Logi,
good fight in local.
Logi, go and bump. Come on, let's go.
Give him a good fight in local.
It's
Good.
going good, it's going good. Come on, guys.
He's almost out. I think he's out.
Kill him.
Point, point.
He's lockable, point him,
Keep
point him,
bumping.
point him.
Everything on the Archon. Webs, everything. Keep bumping. Good job. Good job. Everything on the Nidhogger. Everything on the Nidhogger.
He's screwed. He's dead.
Do not bump him back. Do not bump him back. Orbit him at 1000. Keep bumping him out of the POS.
Guys, listen carefully right now. You do not bump him if you're outside the force field. Only if you're inside the force field, you take range.
Yo,
You start
someone's bumping him back into the force field. What the fuck?
Stop bumping it. He's fucked. He's fucked.
Only orbit, only orbit, only orbit.
Okay, guys, shut up on comms. Listen. You do not touch that Nidhogger if you're outside the force field. If you're inside the force field, you bump it. If you're not inside the force field, you just orbit and stay a fuck away from that shit.
Where'd they warp to? They warp to. Good kills, good kills, good kill. Drones in, drones in, drones in. Anchor on Cr3r's, anchor on Cr3r's. How's our triage? Triage red box, triage red box. I want the triage to reapproach the POS. Cr3r's is your anchor. Triage, you're going to be approaching me. You're going to be approaching me. You're going to be approaching me.
There's an APOC
No.
Navy left in.
I know. Are they out of TAF? They bailed, right?
We're at the station.
Is that shoot tower?
They went towards the Archon.
Guys, you need to reship as fast as possible if you lost your ship.
Yeah, if you lost a ship, reship. We have defeated them.